Today I'm here to talk about David Mortimer's Dragon Slayer the Dice Game with a Twist. In front of you are the components. We have 12 custom dice, 6 challenge tokens, set of rules, and the box. The game is for 2 to 5 players. It takes up to about 15 minutes. We'll just put these aside for now. So the point of the game is you are the hero. The 3 white dice are your hero dice, and you are going to try to hunt down dragons. You got the blue dragon, the green dragon, and the red dragon. So the easy, the medium, and the difficult dragon. And the points are reflected as such. You defeat the blue dragon, you get 2, 4 points for the green dragon, and 6 points for the red dragon. The hero dice have 3 sides to them. The dragon breath, which is bad. The axe, which is needed to kill the dragon, and shields, which will protect you from the dragon's breath. Each of the dragon dice comes with a different part on it. The dragon's tail, the dragon's wings, and the dragon's head. And you need to have all 3 of them when you roll to be able to defeat the dragon. So there are, on the blue dragon, 4 of each body part, plus 2 mountains. Mountains are just like a re-roll. They have no purpose, just a blank face to the dice, really. When you move up to the green dragon, they again have 4 sides of each body part, except they have 1 mountain, and they also have 1 fire blast. So a little more difficult. There's a chance that you might actually get injured fighting it. Finally, you have the red dragon, and the red dragon again has 4 sides, but instead of the mountain, it's got 2 sides showing the fire blast. So again, upping the difficulty. So on any given turn of the game, you start off on your turn with your 3 warrior dice, and you pick which dragon you want to challenge. So we're gonna go for something a little medium difficulty. So we're gonna challenge the green dragon. We'll hunt him down. So you take your dice, you roll them. First thing you do, just gonna push this up here. Pull out any dragon parts you have. So I've got the head, and I've got the wings. And then you line up any of the dragon's breath. And so every dragon's breath you have is a chance for you to lose one of your warrior dice. You run out of warrior dice, you lose that round, you get no points. The shields protect you from the dragon's breath, so in this case here, 1 shield, 1 dragon's breath, they cancel each other out, and I get to roll again. So take the remaining dice and roll them. So in this case, I have the tail of the dragon, and I have an axe. So I have defeated this dragon, and as you see in the corner there, it is worth 4 points. So I will set this dragon head aside. I didn't lose any warrior dice, so now I can choose. I can take my 4 points and pass it on to the next person, or I can challenge another dragon. So let's up the difficulty here, and I'm going to challenge the red dragon. Okay, so the red dragon is supposed to be difficult, but so far not looking too tough. I've got the head and the wings. 1 axe, which has no use. You can't save axes. You need to have an axe once you have the full dragon. I have 2 shields and 1 dragon's breath. So nothing happens, and I get to roll again. Okay, so again, 2 shields, 1 dragon's breath. The axe does nothing. Okay, so here I got the tail. I've got an axe and no dragon's breath, so I have defeated the red dragon. I'll just let this, so you see that's a 6-point dragon right there. So now I could end my round with 6 points, or I could go and take a shot at the blue dragon, trying to get the maximum of a regular round, which would be 12 points. So I'm just going to go for that here. And here on 1 roll, I did get everything needed. So I got the head, the wings, the tail, an axe, but I did also get 1 dragon's breath and no shield. So this here I would take, I'd pass it on to the next player because I can't get it back. It is lost for the turn. However, I did get my full 12 points. So that would be the end of my turn. I would chalk up 12 points and I would pass the dice on to the next player. If, while playing, say you rolled up against the blue dragon, and maybe you rolled something like this. Just to show an example of how the game works, other things in the game. And what I'm going to teach is the challenge tokens. So, I got everything I needed to kill the blue dragon. Got my axe. But I also got 2 flames. No shield. So I have lost those 2 dice, so we'll just set them aside here. And I have defeated this dragon. So I got my 2 points. Now with only 1 warrior dice remaining, I don't think it would be wise to challenge and go after another dragon. But every player is given one of these challenge tokens for the game. They can use at any time to challenge a player to advance and take on another dragon or be ashamed to defeat. So the next player of the game, let's just say we're playing a 2-player game, decides to challenge. And I have 2 options. I can ignore the challenge. The points that I have, in this case 2, would be divided in half, so I did only 1 point. And my opponent, as shown on there, would get 5 points for their challenge. I could decide to be daring, and I could take the challenge and go after any of the 2 dragons. If I defeat the dragon, I get double points on that dragon. So I would get 8 for the green dragon. I'd get 12 for the red dragon. So I'll do my challenge. So far so good. I rolled 3 parts. So we gotta see what happens here. I rolled the axe, so I would get my 8 points plus my 2 points. That would give me 10. No one can challenge you multiple times in a turn. So if there are multiple players, they're allowed 1 challenge. So my challenge has been done, they get nothing out of it, and they lose their challenge token for the rest of the game. So it is gone for them. If, in doing the challenge, and I accept it, if I were by chance to say roll the dragon's breath and lose to the dragon, I would get no points as usual. However, for the challenge still being successful, my opponent would get 5 points for pushing me into a challenge that I was unable to complete. The challenge is to defeat at least 1 more dragon. The point of the game is to get to 40 points. Playing a 2-player game, that doesn't take that long, maybe 5 or 6 rounds. The more people in it, the more challenges that go around do increase the difficulty. I really enjoy this game as a game to just get people into something new. A lot of people don't play games outside of Clue, Risk, Monopoly. Just try to get them into different style of games. It's a good filler between games. Dice are really nice. I find them really good quality. I like basic artwork on it. Overall, I would suggest this game to anyone who's looking into something to fill a void between you have your couple big games in a game night, or just to start a game night off. I take it to work, play it on the night shift with my partners at work. Great game for stuff like that. Definitely would recommend Dragon Slayer, the dice game with a twist.